Hey guys, so today's look is going to be a purple look, just all purple tones, and it is inspired by this picture that I found on Instagram. It's by Alcantara Makeup. I'll put it down in the description box below. He is a professional makeup artist who does amazing work, so I was just inspired by the all purple tones that he used. Not really a recreation of the look, just an inspiration. So if you want to learn how I did this look, then stay right there, don't move, and keep on watching. Right, so the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and apply an eyeshadow base. I'm using the NYX eyeshadow base in the color Skin Tone and just applying that all over the lid with my finger. I'm using this Chella Ivory Lace highlighting pen or crayon. I'm going to put this below my brow, which we're not going to talk about today because I lost my Anastasia brow wiz and I just had to use something on my brows, not my color, definitely, okay? But I do like to blend that crayon out with the brush first and then dab it down with my finger. Then to set it, I'm using the MAC eyeshadow in the color Vanilla just with a small pencil brush. This one's from NYX, I think. So they're just going to prevent any of the other colors from sticking to that tacky crayon. I'm going in with the MAC eyeshadow in the color Girly, which is a light lilac color, and this is the Sigma E40 brush. I'm going to pick up some of that color and I'm going to work it into the crease. It's going to be our transition color. I'm just applying it in small circular motions, and this brush helps you with really effortless blending. It's super fluffy and it really diffuses the color perfectly. So it's a great brush. I did get sent this, by the way, and this is the first time trying it and I'm so in love with it. But if you have smaller eyes, it's definitely going to be too big, so try something a little bit smaller. Then I'm going in with the NYX Glam stick in the color Amethyst, which is a purple base, and it's perfect because it's super tacky and it's going to help the shadow that we're going to apply on top of it stick to it really well, but that comes later on. For now, I'm going to apply a crease color, and this is the Inglot 520 color. I'm going to use a MAC 217 dupe from Crown Brush. I'm going to apply it into the crease in small circular motions and windshield wiper motions. You also want to work it into the outer corner. I do have to say that I had a hard time blending it in because it kept getting kind of like stuck on the shadow stick because it's so tacky. So I would actually recommend applying the crease color first and then applying the Glam shadow stick, just so that it's easier and you don't struggle so much. I'm going to take the Ammo palette by Urban Decay and the color Griffter, which is a lavender shade, and I'm going to apply that onto the crease with a flat shadow brush. And once I have packed on the color on the lid, I actually take the edge of that brush and kind of chisel it right into the crease so that I get like a really nice defined lid space. Then I took this purple color from a Coastal Scent palette that I had lying around. It's a very grape colored purple, if that makes sense. And I'm going to apply this in between the lavender shade and the plummy purple color just to get a little bit more of a blend and a better transition from light to dark. And also to brighten up the look because that plummy purple was making it look really just deep and dark, and that's not the look that I was going for. So this grape purple is just the perfect crease color. Then I took a little bit more of the girly shade from MAC, and I'm just going to use it to further blend out the crease, just because sometimes we tend to lose a little bit of color, you know, through like blending and whatnot. So I'm just reapplying that. Then I'm taking the MAC Pressed Pigment in the color Moth, and I'm going to put that right over the lid color just to bring a little bit more of a silvery purple tone and a really reflective kind of highlight and also apply it into the inner corner, but we will touch that up later on. Okay, then I'm going in with the Inglot number 77 gel liner, which is the black one, and I'm using this pencil liner as a tool, and I'm going to tight line my upper waterline, and you could also do your lower waterline at this point, but I'm going to do that later. Moving on to the face, I'm going to use this Clean and Clear Dual Action Moisturizer and the Angel Veil Primer. So first I applied the moisturizer and let that sit for a couple minutes, and now I'm applying the primer just all over my face as we normally do. And then I'm going in with the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Foundation and a super fluffy dual fiber brush because I like how this applies the thinnest layer of foundation. I just work it into my skin in circular motions and it just really diffuses the foundation. Super light coverage. This is definitely not for those of you who like a full coverage. Then I just dab it down with my fingers just to kind of blend out any streaks. Now I'm going to go ahead and highlight, and I'm using my tried and true Maybelline Master Conceal concealer, and I'm going to apply it where, you know, I always do, which is below my eyes in that triangle shape, above my lip area, my chin, my forehead, and then I just blend it out with my finger. I know that I'm kind of going fast through my face kind of routine here, but that's because it's the same thing that I always do, pretty much, so I'm just kind of zooming through it. For contour, I'm using the Inglot contouring powder in the shade 502, which is very pigmented, so be careful when you apply it. I apply it using kind of like the side of the brush, and then when I blend it out, I flip the brush vertically and start doing circular motions just really fast. And I try to stay above that hollow area of the cheek, try to keep all that blending and all that darkness above that, because if you go below, it does start to look a little bit like a beard, and we do not want that. I also apply this contour on my forehead and on my jaw to get rid of some of that, you know, double chin. We only want one, even if we have two, we just want to show one. Then I'm going to take a blush by Covergirl. This is the classic pink color. I'm just going to dab that on the apples of my cheeks. Moving on to a highlight, I'm taking this MAC cream color base in the color Shell and dabbing it on the high points of my cheekbones. Then I'm going to set it with the NYX highlighter in the color, I don't remember, I'll put it in the description box below. And I'm going to use the Cocoa lashes in the style Risque, which are so gorgeous. I applied the brush on glue, and while that gets tacky, I curl them and apply a thin coat of mascara. This is the L'Oreal Carbon Black. Then when I apply my lashes, I actually use my fingers, and make sure that you apply it as close as you possibly can to your lash line so that you can't see the band. And I've always used my fingers. I can't use tweezers unless I have like nails, and I have to, but I'm scared of using tweezers around my eyes. I don't know. I know everybody does it, but I can't. I just can't. Then just make sure that you squeeze those falsies in with your natural ones, and then kind of push them upward so that they dry, you know, curled. Okay, then I take an angled brush and a matte black eyeshadow, and I'm just going to put that on the lash line instead of a liquid liner, but you could totally do a liquid liner. I just didn't feel like using one today because from my inspiration picture, it didn't seem like she was wearing a liner, so I just used an eyeshadow just to kind of hide the band, but a liquid liner would definitely work a lot better. Then I'm going to go in and put some more of that black gel liner on my lower waterline. I got some matte black eyeshadow, same one for MAC, and an angled brush, and I'm going to smudge that on my lower lash line. Then to blend it out, I'm going to go back in with the color Griffter, which was the color that we used on the lid, and then I'm going to smudge out that black using a pencil brush. I'm going to pick up some more of that MAC pressed pigment on a pencil brush, and I'm going to re-intensify the inner corner just because it did lose some of the intensity through all the blending and such. And then we're going to move on to lips. On my lips, I'm using a NYX lip liner in the color Hydrofuge, which is a nude one. And then I'm going to also fill in my lips using this color. Then to top it off, I'm going to use this Urban Decay lip gloss in the color Midnight Cowboy. Alright, so that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to comment, like, subscribe if you have not already. Until next time, remember that wherever you go and whatever you do, always leave your mark.